Hey, welcome back to GibbyWorks. A man, his absent son, some wrenches, and a 3D printer. So, as you saw, in the intro, I got this printed. This was probably the biggest piece that I had to print. So yeah, I had to borrow a bigger printer. So it took 3 times to get it printed. I ended up actually, because the best way to print it was straight up and down. So I actually ended up having supports down here to adhere it to the table to get it stick, but I got it. It's not exactly transparent, but it's cool. It's as basic can it be. So I found it, but as you also saw, that was the TIE fighter I built, or I drew up. I can't even remember the program anymore. It was another program I used at ITT Tech. And like I said, at ITT Tech, I did this. I drew out everything on the A-wing, as you see here. I'll leave it up here. And I put it on the background. And then I did this. So yeah, I spent a lot of time on that. But like I said, I had time. I was working at ITT Tech. So when I wasn't tutoring, I was working on this homework assignment. So I did it. But in the end, that being said, it's done. So I've got everything. So like in the show, the robot comes in and we have the pilot. And he is a very happy pilot. So this was kind of interesting. So when I was doing the pilots, I was drawing it up regular size, and then I would scale it up. And so I was building in that gap, like I talked about earlier, and it was, but then when I'd scale it up, that gap would get bigger and things would get looser. So like with this guy, this was one of the first tries. He's completely glued together because, well, the head isn't, but like the helmet's glued on because the gap got too big and it wasn't tight. So kind of learned my lessons. You got to be careful when you're scaling up, when you put your gap in, like with when I did like the dovetails and build that gap. I always did that after I scaled up, so that gap was perfect every time. But if you do the gap first and then scale up, it's no problem. But so I did get to hit this guy. He worked out pretty well. He's now ground crew. More. I do like this green, but I do like this green a little bit better. So this is my happy pilot who goes in and it shakes off. So, and so there we go. There's the spaceship. That was pretty cool. So see, those are the missiles. I got the holder on this side. I actually have the original design with the little thing that comes down, but that broke off, and I'm like, I like this design better. So I have the laser, the missile, a large missile, and a small missile, and all fit in. Stuff that the ground crew can put on. So there it is. My A-wing project is done. So I am like way excited about this. It's actually been this way for a little while. It took a little while to get everything put together, but it's here. It's done, and it is as big as you think. And yeah, it's heavy. So thank you. And just if anyone was wondering, there's the original size. So anyway, I'm really excited. Hey, let me know what you think. I don't know if I'm going to do another one of these. I'm definitely not going to do it 5 times as big. But, there's also scaling up 2 times, 3 times. May not be too bad. So, but I've got all the principles down. So it's just a matter of drawing out the parts now. So let me know what you think. I'm really excited. And with a couple shots with it outside. But hey, thanks for coming along. And let me know if you got one that you really want to see. Like, I'll see if I can try to do it next. Anyway, thanks for coming along. This is Gibby Works, a man, his son, and some wrenches, 3D printer, and an A-wing. Thanks for coming. Whoops. And he goes in there. Oh, come on. Oh. Crap. 2, 3. This is take 2. Trying it again. 1, 2, 3.